free, leave your cares at home. Leave your cares at home. Do your two-step, get your groove on. This is feel good music, you can move on. Relax, stress free, leave your cares at home. Leave your cares at home.
There it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. What's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday night. We are here on the can with the fam.
Hey.
Yeah, I got my ride or die with me, Nurse Kim. She's in the building. She's in the building. So it's always good to be with you. Always good to see you. You're always so smiley and happy.
I try.
So yes, we are here as always on a Tuesday night to hopefully lift your spirits, motivate you, encourage you, make you laugh, make you smile. Forget about your problems for a while. That's how we do here. That's what we're here for. And if you have questions about this keto life, if you have questions, we have Nurse Kim with us. Of course, she knows so much. And you got me. I don't know anything, but I try real hard. I give great effort. And we got, more importantly, you guys. The chat is out there with us. They have lots of answers. So, but we don't have to talk about that. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. If you want to be part of the show, come on, hang out with us. We got the link in the chat. You can come on and chat with us. And, as I said, man, we just here to have fun, have a community, have a place to laugh and smile, get to know each other. Life can be tough, man. It can be hard. We all know that. So here we try to lighten that load as much as we can. And glad you guys are with us. Let's see who's popping in there. Our man, Bruce. Good to see Bruce. You, brother. Always rocking with us. Appreciate you. Brenda Foley's in the building. Man, look at this. She's awake. She's got narcolepsy, y'all. She can't stay awake. She sleeps all the time. I'm kidding. She's the best. And so glad she's here. And we got this clown. We got this clown in the building. He is full of quackery. My man Rick. Yes. Good to always good to see you, brother. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. How was your week, sis? How things been for you since the last?
It was pretty good. It's been busy, and I'm trying to get my stuff together still. Sorry, I got my chaffle. I showed you. I made me a little chaffle. It's a carnivore chaffle, but it's delicious. So I was mid chomp on that when I had to log on.
Yeah, y'all. That's why her lips are all greasy, y'all. That's why she got the.
Don't be a hater.
No. That's fine. I love that. And I got I can't call what I do a chaffle. I can't call it a chaffle because there's no cheese in it. But I do have my recipe down. I was tinkering with it. I do have it down. And I just got to make the video. Okay. So at least, there's phases to this thing. Okay. There's phases.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? The first phase is to figure out how much of everything I throw in the bowl, measure everything I throw in the bowl.
Yeah.
And then, figure all that out and then put it together where people can see what I'm doing. And maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't. But it's definitely unique, a little different. I haven't seen anything quite like it. A lot of similar stuff. So, it will be a little bit different. And I'm still experimenting too with some different things. Although my base recipe is good, like the base, but and it makes a nice, moist, in my opinion, kind of bread-like thing. But the way I do it, and I guess this is kind of purposefully, it tastes like a nice, moist, bready piece of cardboard.
Okay, well, it sounds delicious.
Yeah. Listen, I slathered so much mayonnaise and bacon on there that it don't, it's like you can't. But it has no taste. Really, it has no taste at all.
Sounds like normal bread to me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, normal bread can have a
I
taste,
mean,
like,
like just the,
but
the
yeah,
kind you buy in the grocery
there's a little
store.
sweetness to normal bread. Normal bread has a little, a little bit of sweetness. There's sugar and stuff in
I
it.
don't
So
even remember. I haven't eaten bread in so many years. I can't.
yeah, it's been a while for me too. But yeah, but it's good. And so I'm experimenting. I've done some experimenting with different flavors, salting, and I had some Italian seasonings and some different
Oh,
things.
that sounds good.
Yeah, and I I've stumbled into the world of powders. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Me and a bunch of supermodels. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, my parole officer said I can't do any of that. But but it's crazy. When I was looking for coconut oil powder, which is one of the ingredients in my waffle bread, my Buckeye waffle bread, um, there's like every see, okay, I know people might be laughing at me about this, okay, because these things are amazing to me. And I find out many times that things that I think are amazing, people already know. Okay, this is like a common theme of mine, especially when in the world, in the culinary world, like in the cooking world. I'm like, you know, you have this amazing thing called a spatula that you can just scoop up things with. And people are like, yeah, dude, like everybody has, spatulas. I'm like, oh, okay, well, but uh when I was looking for my coconut oil powder, which I wanted to put in my waffle bread, I came across just a ton of powders. Cream cheese powder, sour cream powder, heavy whipping cream powder, butter powder. I mean, it's just like all these powders that are out there. And I'm just like, okay, did you know about that stuff? Okay, see, I'm not the only one.
No, I didn't know about any powders.
But you're not yeah, you're not a are you a big like culinary? Are you a big cook? Like you like to cook a lot and stuff? Are you real into
I
that?
mean, I used to like to cook things, and now it's like I just cook meat and that's it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not totally it, but I don't make elaborate stuff. I mean,
yeah,
like this chaffle has cheese and egg in it, and
yeah. See, I can't do that.
some pepperoni on top, and to me, it's
Yeah,
delicious. I don't
yeah.
I don't really crave like all the sauces and stuff anymore, and yeah.
No, I just want something to complement like I eat bacon and eggs, a lot for breakfast. And this gives me like a nice bacon and egg sandwich, or sometimes just a triple bacon sandwich, or just like an egg sandwich or something. And so I make salmon salad, tuna salad. I used to make egg salad a lot. And it just gives a little, I'm not looking to go down the rabbit hole with that, but it just breaks the monotony a little bit and gives you more of a sandwichy kind of, I guess vibe to your food. But
Yeah.
um,
I think I would like
but
that for my husband, like to make
yeah,
stuff like that because
but
he's
the front,
he's doing the keto-ish right now, and
yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah,
work him over to the carnivore, and
yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna happen or not.
Well, the way I do it,
But
it's about 1.25 carbs per waffle. So it's not, and it's very bready, very moist. It's pretty good. But like I said, you have to flavor it how you want. But I think people will like it. And I think I hear somebody coming up the driveway.
oh,
Could that be? Oh,
it's
Hey Russ, how you
look
doing?
up, right? It's our friend, somebody retired Bob. My Buckeye brother.
How's
And
everyone doing tonight?
we always love it when you come on. We're doing fantastic, man. Just doing what we do on a Tuesday night, hanging out with the family, seeing what folks are into, seeing if we can get a couple of laughs, maybe learn something. And you're right on cue for that because, buddy, if you don't learn anything when semi-retired Bob is around, boy, you're a special kind of dumb.
Well, I don't know about that, but just wanted to drop on and let everybody know. I got a live stream tomorrow night with Dave Mack,
oh,
and that'll be on. And then Friday,
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. You said a live stream tomorrow night with
Dave Mack.
Oh yeah, Dave. Love Dave. Shout out to Dave.
Yep. And then Thursday's my 2-year carniversary.
Oh,
and Friday I'm having a special 2-hour live stream because it's my 61st birthday, and I will have guests on as well.
Oh, how about that? 61, man. Listen, you don't take a day. I don't know what.
Yeah. You have an exciting week, Bob.
Yeah. So you sure you can handle all of that, man?
It's been exhausting. I was just sitting here relaxing because I had my tap dance class tonight, and the dance concert's just a week and a half away. So we ran pretty hard in dance class today, and I was just sitting here relaxing, watching a movie, and went, "Oh, it's time for the cookout. I got to go see my boy Dave and Russ."
Yes, well,
and Nurse Kim is here tonight.
Yes. I have the rotating host panel. Listen, I would have happily included you in that, but I know how you, man. You're a chicken. See, I'm an owl guy. You're more of a chicken guy. All right. So, I'm up with the owls, man. You are, waking up the roosters every morning. So
oh yeah. And I see Charger Mopar is in the house.
Yeah, he was here.
He's gonna be one of my guests on Friday. So be sure and check in. The Wednesday live stream, Bruce, is at, I believe, 4:30 in the afternoon Central Time, because that's just when Dave's waking up in Japan for the day.
Oh, cool.
And my live stream on Friday will start at 2 and run to 4:30.
Yes, Rick was invited and I was not. I don't really know how to feel about that, Bob. I really, sometimes. Hey, listen, clearly you didn't get low enough down at the bottom. I guess that's.
No, I only have so much space on the screen, and I've got. I didn't mean it that way, Russ. I really didn't. Well, maybe a little, but I broke them up. But I got Dave Mack coming, and I got Charger Mopar coming.
Oh.
And then Robin, the carnivorous grandma.
Oh,
no, listen,
Robin!
I've got her coming.
That is comedy. That is comedy.
That is an all-star lineup.
Well,
if I were to invite all the people I consider friends, you two being included in that, I'd have to pay for 6 or 7 copies of StreamYard so I could have 40 people on the screen at once.
Listen, Bob. You're cleaning that up very well. I'll give you that. But I wouldn't have invited me either. I don't know how to act. Okay, come on, man. Let's get serious here. All right. And in real life, the whole room thing that would work. That would be a really good one in real life. Okay, but on the internet, we all take up the same space on the screen, so you can't get me with that. I'm teasing you, brother. You know this. I was really. I really was trying to take a shot at Rick is really what I was trying to do. But I never miss an opportunity to do that.
Well, I'm not going to be here long tonight. Let's scroll through and see if there's any questions we can get to while I'm here.
Yes, Bob is producing the show. We love that too. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm a big charge kind of guy.
If you got a pistol out, you can just shoot me. If you can just take a shot at me. I'm teasing you, Bob. You're my guy. You are my guy. And I'm with you.
Buckeyes are looking strong this year.
Yes. We lost. Do we lose? I can't keep up with the transfer portal foolishness. I mean, we lose guys, we get guys, and
everybody that has left was not projected. See, we had a bunch leave after spring ball. Because those that left were not projected to make the 2-deep roster.
Yeah.
So they went somewhere where they could play because Ohio State is stacked this year.
Yeah, we're very deep. And, that I kind of understand the nature of that. But, I mean, you know how this game is. You're one play away from being a starter, I mean. Guys get injured and hurt, not for the season, out for 2-3 weeks, But I also understand that guys want to play. You only have so much eligibility, And, would I rather be a third string guy on a championship team, or would I rather be the first string guy on maybe a lesser team, but I'll be the man, So
Yeah. Well, I mean, look what happened in 2015 with Cardale Jones. He went through the
yeah,
entire season being the third guy on the bench, and
yeah,
then 2 injuries later, he comes in for the Michigan game and
yeah,
goes on to win a national championship and earning
yeah,
himself the nickname of 12 gauge.
yeah. You're right. You're right. I mean, there's so many stories of people who came in when other people went down. I mean, everybody knows about Tom Brady and the
Yeah.
pros. We go all the way back to Lou Gehrig and Wally Pipp. So,
You and I know who those guys are. Most of the people
yes.
in the chat probably have no clue.
Well, we're old, Bob. We're old, so
Yes.
we know lots of things they don't know. That's that's how that works.
Yes, indeed.
Hopefully.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Lou Gehrig a baseball player?
Yeah, she Googled that while we were talking.
I did not. My dad had Lou Gehrig's disease.
Oh,
So yeah,
yes,
I know what it is. I mean, I know who he is. It kind of,
yes, he was playing for the Yankees, right? Am I right about that, Bob?
Yep, he was a Yankee.
Yes, we were just talking about chaffles before you came in. I don't think you partake of such things.
No.
Yes, I was going to say I don't think you know a lot about that.
Eating some.
Oh, I get a hug at Keto Palooza. I'm not sure who that's directed to, but all my low carb ladies and all my keto cuties all around the world know they better hug me when they see me, or you're gonna have problems. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Hug me like I am family.
Yeah, I was hoping to get to Keto Palooza this year, but as soon as the miniature golf season over is here, I got to go to Texas and get working on this chunk of land behind me. Because
Keto Con would have been the one to go to. There, it's in Austin.
Yeah, but that's like right in the middle of my miniature golf season. I can't get away from here in the summertime.
Yeah, it's in a couple of weeks there. I'm looking forward to that. Well, I'll be leaving in a couple of weeks. I'll be leaving Memorial Day weekend, but the actual event is the 31st of May, I think, until the 2nd or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right. Dr. Barry mentioned it in his live the other night, saying that he hopes everybody has a good time because they have to miss it this year.
Yeah, I think there's a keto cruise or something going on. A lot of those are going on. I think Hampton is going on that, and Barry and the ketos.
Yeah, that was a big discussion at the end of the stuff last year, that the way the dates worked out, that KetoCon and the low carb cruise were on the same time frame this year, which made a lot of people have to decide which one they wanted to do.
Yeah. I'm looking here.
I'd say it's kind of hard, probably hard to avoid that though, because it's even hard to avoid 2 lives from carnivores at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you want to go live is like, but so has a live, and then they have a live, and I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of that, and which is why we try to do a little different over here. It's not a big Q&A. I mean, if people do have questions, of course they can ask, but mostly, as you can see by the text there, people just want to hug me. So that's just kind of what we do here. Absolutely. Hey, the Keto Cowboys, they get hugs too. I got love for everybody, man. We love all the family, and
oh yeah, and that's what this is about. And that's why I like coming on here, and why I do my live streams on Friday is because, yes, questions can be answered, but it's primarily about just hanging out and having fun with friends.
Absolutely. That was the whole purpose of this show. It was never to be a big information thing, because you ain't gonna learn nothing from me but patience. I just felt like there were a ton of places where people could go to get questions answered, and to talk about that stuff. But there weren't a lot of places where we could just chat and hang out and be with our friends in a more social, open, fun format. So that was my whole purpose for starting this, and other people will copy it, but that's all right. We love that. There's lots of different styles and things out there, but I never saw anything like that before. So that's why I said, hey, let's do it.
And I brought some food because it's a cookout.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little too late at night for me to be eating because I'll be in bed here in another 15 or 20 minutes.
Yes.
But,
That is funny because after the show, I'll be in there cooking. So I made some steaks
Me
the
too.
other day. Yeah, I made some steaks the other day, Bob. Let me tell you something. They were New York strips, and they were so good. Okay, have you ever made something that was so good that you had to have an argument with yourself about who made it? Have you ever experienced
no, I'm not that good a cook.
Yeah, no, me either. That's why we had the argument. I had to argue with myself. I took a bite of these steaks and I was like, these are delicious. Who made these? And I'm like, well, you made them. No way. There's no way I could have ever made these. You made them. No, I didn't. I got in an argument with myself about how good these were because I didn't think I am not capable of making anything that delicious. So yeah,
we'll see how my birthday dinner comes out. My sister sent me some money for my birthday, and a few other people sent some donations in. So on my way back from dance class this evening, I stopped at a place down the street called Big Meats.
There you go.
And got myself a 3.5 pound tomahawk steak. And I got charcoal for the grill. I'm going to fire that thing up on Friday.
Yeah.
And have myself a great big old tomahawk steak for my birthday.
Oh, that's great, man. That is great. I wish I was there with you.
Why? I'm not going to share with anybody. It's mine. It's my birthday.
I think I could take you, Bob. I think I could take you.
But if you come on over, I'll cook you a hamburger.
Caveman style. We have a caveman lunch. It's like, you get your club, I'll get mine.
I did see one, not really a question in there, but Bruce is saying Texas is bigger than most European countries. Not sure where Bob is going, but it looks pretty flat, nowhere near Austin. Yes, that chunk of land you see behind me is basically 100 miles due east of El Paso, which puts me about 6.5 miles north of I-10 near the town of Van Horn. So no, I'm actually where this property is. I am nowhere near anybody. The closest town is Van Horn, and there's a little town up in New Mexico that's actually a little closer than going into El Paso.
Yeah, so I'm looking at that back there. It looks like your nearest neighbor would be God. So you and he can.
Yeah, well, they're looking at the satellite photos. There is a farm of some sort just on the south side of I-10, so about 6.5 miles south of me. And then if anybody that watches homesteading type channels on YouTube, there's one out there called Dust Ups. Sean Overton has a big ranch on the other side of those mountains you see behind me there. And he has, where I just have my little 10-acre square, he's got like 400 acres. He basically, his land runs from the other side of those mountains you see behind me all the way down to the river, the border with Mexico.
There you have it. Well, I wish you the best out there. And as much as I like to say that I'll come visit you, man, I'm not that sure, Bob. I'm really not that sure.
Yeah, I know. The desert is not for everyone.
Well, not that. It's more the donkey ride. I can't ride a donkey that far to get out to.
You see that road right there? That's a county road that actually has an exit off of I-10.
That's a road.
That's a road.
Yeah, I just thought that was a break in nature there. Well, I guess technically it is. So so that road there connects at some point with I-10. Now I-10, I do know where that is. That runs right through Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, 6.5 miles south from this point right here where my finger is where you join up with I-10. So I'm not that far off the beaten path, but I'm in a section of the desert where nobody lives because there's no water out there.
Gotcha. Well, that's a good reason not to live somewhere.
Yeah, but that's how I got the land so cheap.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I take it back, Bob. I might, if you're only 6 miles off I-10, I might visit you. Yeah, I could do that. And there's a road and everything. What,
Yeah. I haven't actually driven it yet, so I can't tell you if it's a good road or not, but it is a road.
That's amazing. It's a dirt road, I'm sure. Maybe, or is it paved? Oh.
Well, I know I've looked at the satellite pictures and it looks like it's paved for about a mile north of I-10, and then it turns into a dirt road for the rest of the way, but it is listed as a county road. So it's maintained anyway.
Yeah.
It looks
what that means in West Texas, I don't know yet. I'll find out this fall when I get down there.
Yeah, you're gonna rename it Semi-Retired Bob Way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so
that's
what's been happening with you, Kim? I haven't talked to you for ages.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just working and trying to work on YouTube stuff and trying to fit in some of my Primal Health Coach program that I need to speed up the progress on. Just trying to work my way towards my retirement job that I want to happen sooner rather than later.
I understand.
I would love to be semi-retired, only I didn't drive a semi, but
Yeah.
So, I'm just that and raising kids and trying to keep track of all these dogs that keep barking and I have to mute. But yeah, not a lot and yet a whole lot.
I understand that. Well, Russ, it's been an honor being on your show tonight. But I'm going to have to go because it's getting into that time where my bed is starting to call to me pretty hard.
I definitely understand, brother. I am always grateful and thankful that you come by. Tell folks what night, what time. Again, you can hit them up and let them know where to be and what time to be there for your wonderful upcoming live streams.
Okay, yeah, I've got a live stream tomorrow night with Dave Mack. That starts at 4:30 Central Time.
Gotcha.
And then on Friday from 2:30 to 4:30 Central Time is my big 61st birthday bash live stream.
Gotcha. So two of them, and they're right in the middle of it would be Eastern Time. That's an hour, so around 3:30 or so there, I guess.
Yeah, at Eastern Time it'd be 3:30, and then Wednesdays it'd be 5:30.
Gotcha. Love that. Well, I hope folks tune in. I may or may not make an appearance. My feelings are very hurt. I'm devastated.
I understand.
Hey, listen, you know how low my self-esteem is. So it's just like
he'll barely speak at all.
Hey, you know how fragile I am.
I know how fragile you are. You're probably going to go cry yourself to sleep tonight, aren't you?
No.
You're about as fragile as I am, Russ.
Yes, that's probably true. No, I'm definitely more fragile than you because only an Iron Man can live in that yellow square right there. So you got me beat. You are definitely tougher than me. There's no.
Yeah, well, in the picture it looks a lot smaller than it is. That's actually 10 acres, which makes it basically 6 football fields with end zones on each side.
Oh yeah, that's 10 acres. Is definitely not a little spot. Wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
Like I said, man, well, we'll look forward to that, and I'm sure you'll have the satellite internet and all that stuff going. So you'll have lots to stream, and as always, brother, we wish you the best. OH.
I know.
And
we grilling, baby. Y'all have a nice night.
All right, brother.
Good to see you.
That's our man, semi-retired Bob. He is one of my favorites and one of the first folks that I bumped into in this keto neighborhood. One of the first keto neighbors there. So I always check in on him, see what he's doing. I appreciate his support through the years. My Buckeye brother. That is for sure. Nurse Kim, do you feel okay commenting on thyroid labs, our girl Oaktown?
I mean,
I want to know.
I could try.
Yeah.
I'm no thyroid expert, but.
Well, if you have a question, you can try. We will do our best to answer it for you.
I have a Googler, so
there
between that and my education, I might be able to work something out.
All right, there you have it. Nurse Kim, my thyroid antibodies were in the normal range, but the reverse T3 was 32 and the range was 8 to 25. So,
well, so I'm really not familiar with what a high reverse T3 means, so I can Google it, which I did. It can be from inflammation, poor blood sugar management. How long have you been? What diet are you on, and how long have you been there? How long have you been that way? I would like to know that. Also, cortisol, high cortisol could cause that. Starvation. I don't think any of us are starving here. And some nutritional deficiencies can cause it, it says. But I mean, it sounds very vague, like there's a lot of potential causes for that. So,
there you go. Well,
I'm sorry, I'm not an expert on that.
the cortisol is the stress hormone, right? That's high. That's if you're stressed out.
Yeah. What diet? Are you a carnivore, Uptown Girl?
Yes. Yeah, Bob, it wasn't his birthday, or I might have done that for him there. I think our man Bruce. See you later, brother. Appreciate you checking in on us. Yeah, good night. Good night.
See you, Bruce.
Next week, 6 months strict carnivore, but I've been getting 5 hours or less sleep for yeah.
Oh, I'd say that could definitely, definitely cause some increased cortisol. You definitely need to, well, and this is, I mean, this is not, I'm not the person to be preaching this. Let's just say that, because I'm absolutely awful at getting 5 and 6 hours of sleep a night. But yeah, I would recommend working on your sleep, and I'd probably ask my doctor, what do you think about this? With or without telling them I was carnivore. I tell my doctor because,
Find a ketogenic doctor. That's also an option too. If you try to find a ketogenic doctor locally.
It's kind of difficult.
Yeah, there's a couple of directories. Low Carb USA has a directory, and I think Dr. Berry made a video not that long ago, maybe within the last 3 or 4 months, about finding doctors, ketogenic doctors in your area.
Yeah.
So, and of course, there's lots of them that have channels and that sort of thing. You could probably get a question answered that way. My question about the sleep would be, what did you sleep before, like in your old life? Because for me, 5 or 6 hours a night, that's wonderful. That's all I need. I don't sleep much more than that. I'm just not a person that needs a lot of sleep. Are you tired a lot? I mean, do you feel like you need more sleep because you're tired, or you feel like you need more sleep because other people sleep more? So I'll answer that.
It also says that if your levels are higher than normal, that can mean that you have an overactive thyroid. But I mean, that would, I would definitely have to run that by I'd probably run that by Dr. Berry. If you can join his group for $5. I think they even have a free, like 12 days, 14 days free now, something like that. I hardly ever go in the group. I pay him $5 every month, but I hardly ever go there. But I would definitely take that question there if I had it myself, because I don't really know the answer to that. Sorry.
Yeah, I belong to the group too. I always will, just because I'm grateful and thankful for his work.
Yeah.
And for all the difference he's made in my lives as well as other people. So I just feel like it's important to support him.
Me too.
His efforts. It's a couple people I just, it's my ketogenic tithe, as the Reverend might say. So, I did at one time, get a lot more, but after you've been doing it a while, you feel comfortable, and you just don't feel like you need to see every video or every live or every, everything all the time. But I catch up, I'll binge watch, or I'll, catch things when I'm in the car, different stuff like that, just to try to keep up a little bit.
Yeah. So, who's your carnivore had a question?
Yeah, I just finished. No, I've been less than
Oh,
5 hours because I have to get up early for work, but I have trouble getting to bed early enough to get. You got to quit dancing on them tables all night, Oaktown girl. You got to. Hey, listen, you can't twerk all night. You got to get to work. Sometimes people want to party, and you just gotta tell them no. You just gotta tell them no. I'm kidding with you, sis, but hopefully you're not dragging through the day.
she's probably up watching the Keto Cookout.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame her for that.
I mean,
But she's trying to get. She's looking for you to help her out. That's what she's trying to do. She's up here to see you. Shout out to Who's Your Carnivore, Brett. Good to see you, brother. Kim, any good conversations with patients lately about using keto carnivore for their health issues?
so not with patients. Lately I've been charge nurse a whole lot, and that doesn't lead to very many, spontaneous conversations with patients unless I'm just happen to be walking by, and yeah, it's hard to get into that. But I have been speaking the good word to a lot of my coworkers, and I've been influencing some of them, and that makes me very happy. I
Yeah.
have one of my, well, I think I just about had my manager talked into doing carnivore, and I had my assistant manager. I've got her lowering her carbs. She's watching her bread intake, and pretty much anytime anybody at work says all the nurses, they'll say, "Oh, I've got this, I've got that, I've got acne, whatever." I'll say, "Yeah, it's probably something you're eating." And it's just, and they're like, "You're Debbie Downer. Do you know that?"
Yeah.
Anytime they say there's donuts in the break room, I'm like, "Ugh, why would we want to eat that? That's garbage," And of course, this is Nurses Week, so I'm like, are they going to give us anything for Nurses Week? And somebody said, didn't you check your email? There's a gift card for, this fast food place or that one or Starbucks. And I'm like, why would I want any of that? Like, not that I'm not appreciative, but I don't want that garbage.
So you're one of those people. You're like one of those ew. Okay, as if here's the thing. Here's the thing about me. And again, I love it. I'm not criticizing. I know that came off kind of nasty.
You are criticizing.
I'm not criticizing. You're my ride or die. I don't criticize
Look,
you.
I obviously like Starbucks. I was just lying.
No, but when I say one of those people, I didn't mean it in a negative way. I really did. But because there's different types. You could say the same thing about me because I'm kind of loosey-goosey. I'm kind of nonchalant. And there are people who look at me and be like, oh, you're one of those people. Because, they just are different. It's funny to me. It's just the way my mind works. I don't act like donuts aren't delicious. I don't act like pizza's not delicious. Maybe I haven't been doing it that long to where I'm like, oh my gosh, pancakes and waffles?
It's the reason that you're doing it, Russ. Okay. If every time you ate a donut, you felt the way that I do when I eat donuts, you wouldn't even be able to even consider it. It's like not even a food to me anymore.
I'm not talking about that.
They are delicious. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm talking about I'm just talking about the evangelism part of it. Like the part that we share with other people who don't eat like we eat. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna say to you, man, they got donuts in the thing. I'm not gonna say that to you because I eat like you eat. You know what I mean? But when you're with people who don't eat like you eat, and maybe they don't even know how you eat. Maybe you're not. I don't know how close you are with your. And somebody said, let's say I'm out and somebody that doesn't know how I eat says, "Hey, we got pizza and subs in there."
I would say thanks. I mean,
exactly. I'm like, okay, y'all go and check it out.
Now these are like my good buddies. Like these are my I'm my ride or die. I'm with all day, every day. They know what I eat.
I got you. I got you. My man, this is my dude right here, Sean Beer, one of my horse friends. This guy trains some of my race horses. All around great guy there in the picture with his daughter. Mm-hmm. That is mostly water, but ketogenic diets will absolutely positively cause you to lose inflammation, lose excess water, because high carbohydrate diets bloat. That's the bloating, the inflammation that comes with those diets. So yeah, man, that's awesome. And that high carbohydrate diet and that inflammation and that bloating will cause high blood pressure, can cause other things, aching in the joints or different things like that for people. So you're not. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kim. Go ahead. I'll let the nurse talk.
When you drop your insulin, all that water just falls away. But make sure that you are replacing your electrolytes, or you're going to probably feel pretty crummy.
Yeah. Those horse folks work so hard taking care of those horses, training them, and walking them and keeping them clean and leading them around. And it's a big workout, putting on all the equipment. You guys, if you've seen many of my YouTube videos, all the race equipment that the horses wear, man, I mean, these guys never stop moving. I mean, it is crazy. I mean, of course, I've been around the horse community for a long time. There are a lot of large people in the horse community, and it's amazing how much they work and how hard they work that they can keep on that weight. And it is primarily because of what they eat. Because in the horse community, especially, man, it's a lot of long days, a lot of late nights in many cases. You're always in a drive-through. You're always at the snack bar in these racetracks and stuff like that. And it's just, you don't have a lot of great options. So you definitely have to try to stay ahead of it as best you can. And certainly make sure when you're home, you're doing all the right things, because it's hard sometimes when you're out all the time. But shout out to my man, Sean. Always good to see you, brother. Appreciate you hanging it in there with us. But yeah, no, I soft shoe my evangelism. You know that. We talked about that.
Lord.
I'm very, 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 very easy with people because, again, I just
only the reverend. You know what I'm saying? Only the reverend evangelizes, right?
Oh no, I evangelize, man. I'm always talking to people, and I look for opportunities all the time. I want to do it the right way. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these people like, I'm not going to smack a donut out of somebody's hand or.
Oh, good Lord, Russ, do you think I
am? Yeah, kind of. I kind of.
You're talking to me.
I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to scratch it.
Hey, listen, I bet you smack a donut out of my hand. I bet you.
I mean, my friends are different. I'm going to tell them straight up, and I'm not going to say it if I can tell they don't want to hear it. But I'm like, do you want to know why you have that acne on your face at 40?
Oh. Yeah, no. I totally understand. I totally understand. I try to, I get people to start monitoring their car. That's my go-to. That's my way in.
Yeah. I don't ever try to get
just, hey, how many carbs you eating a day? Do you know? Do you count? Do you know what a carb is? I really try to start like at square one. I don't come in with like, hey, you just need to eat meat.
I don't ever tell anybody that, because I don't think that. Like, I don't think everybody should be a carnivore. I just don't.
Yeah.
I think everybody should be on the proper human diet spectrum.
Yeah. I think everybody should be carnivore, but I just think my definition of what carnivore is different than what most people's definition of carnivore is. You know what I mean? So to me, a carnivore, like, if you eat a little, if you season with vegetables, you have a little bit of mushrooms or onions with your steak or something, that's carnivore to me. That doesn't make you not carnivore.
I do not like to split hairs. Yeah. I just think the whole thing is just one giant bore, honestly. Like, I feel like everybody's all over the place. Oh, that's not carnivore. That's not. Who cares? Like, call yourself a big yellow duck if you want. Like,
I'm with you. The drive-thru was doing this so people could buy that crap and not be seen at the counter. Sneak around the back and out the window.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know. Hey, listen, that's for the carnivores. Yes, you're probably right about that. They don't want to. That's funny. People spend more if they don't have to get out and walk in the restaurant. That's probably what it is.
Take it home to the whole family.
Yes. Good gooses. Well, we're winding down a little bit. If anybody wants to pop in and say, hey, now'll be the time to do it. We're going to start winding down a little bit. Okay, yeah, this guy eats duck bill stew, family. Okay, he eats duck bill stew and scoops it up with iguana skin chips. Okay, okay. So you can't listen to anything he said. You can't listen to him. His taste buds, his taste buds were destroyed by the rainwater that he drank. There was asbestos in the rainwater that he collected off his roof. It messed up his taste buds. He's all messed up. You cannot trust him on that.
He said iguana skin chips are great.
See, there you go. There you go. Oh, we have look who we have one just as we were closing the gate.
He got through.
My man.
Hey,
look at it, everybody.
Sneak in at the end.
It is my main. This is my main man. He is Brett. You guys know him as Who's Your Carnivore?
Yeah.
And he will be with us next week.
Yep.
Hanging out with us. He will be guest hosting with me next week. So I'm excited about that. Good to hang out with my man. And
yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, what's new with you, man? Anything exciting?
I just dropped a new video yesterday called the Extravaganza.
Okay.
I want to go check it out. I made up like 6 different kinds of eggs and did taste tests. I'll let you know like which eggs I thought were the best. I don't know. It was pretty good.
So you cooked them different ways, scrambled, poached, all over easy, all that?
No, it was different like brands of eggs.
Oh, gotcha.
I made them all the exact same way. So I could see if I could taste the difference between like the $2 a dozen egg and the $9 a dozen eggs.
That would be interesting to see.
And now I'm going to do a part 2. I stopped and got more eggs today. So
hey,
we're going to do a part 2. And I also got some quail and duck eggs, and I'm going to make a video on quail and duck eggs too.
I bought a ton of eggs today. Whatever 18 times 6 is, that's how many eggs I bought today. I know I told you there'd be no math, but
108? Is it 108?
Hey, whatever 18 times 6 is, I bought 6 packs of 18 eggs, the blue eggs from Costco. Shout out to my big sister Debbie. Hey sis, she's out in California. She's gonna start a channel called Sometimes Keto. I
like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that. No, I'm teasing her because she's on and off of keto. She tries, but her and my brother Sam there in the picture there. Love them. Love you, sis. I talked to her yesterday on the phone.
Oh.
She's when she's here. She was here last when my Pop Red, and that's her dad, was in the hospital and stuff here, and she was here. I always tease her. She was here mothering me for for about a week, and she is the best, man. She is just the best. So I love her, miss her, and glad she's watching. Because she doesn't really watch my channel very much. She doesn't support her favorite brother's channel very well. I'm teasing her. I know she right now she's probably cursing at the computer screen. But anyway, so yes, I got blue eggs from Costco. That's what I do now. Shout out to Tog Botanist. He told me my egg game was trash. He told me I was eating out of the dumpster of eggs, buying those white eggs. And so I became an aggregationist, and no more white eggs. Out with the white eggs. Get them out of here. I only eat eggs of color now.
So, a little comparison to see.
Yeah.
All right, that egg's good. That egg's good.
Yeah, exactly, man. So there you go. See what I tell you? What did I tell you? She's already.
I also prefer eggs of color.
Yes.
Just,
So I will.
Yeah.
I've been eating these blue eggs, and listen, I didn't know on this. Again, these are things that a lot of people know that I didn't know, but there's definitely a difference. The first thing I noticed with even the brown eggs when I bought those, because for a while I didn't get the blue, they were out of, I can't remember, but the shell is so much thicker.
Yeah.
And that's what Todd, I mean, there were times when I broke the eggs just trying to get them out of the carton because, you know, they were stuck in there a little bit and I try to jiggle. Man, you have to be bound and determined to crack these eggs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you ain't cracking one of them by accident. And that's what Todd was telling me. He's like, those are sick chickens, man. Sick chickens lay eggs with real thin shells. So,
they're not out there eating all the bugs and scratching around in the yard. They're stressed and
they have to lay too fast. Like it's you know maybe they don't have time to build up. But the blue eggs have the darkest yolks I've ever seen. They're really orange. They're not even really yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But I can honestly say they look different, but they don't really taste much different to me. I don't expect you to ruin your video. Folks need to go and watch and see the results. But was there a taste difference to you?
Yeah, there was. And the egg that came out on top had the hardest shell.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But there was a taste difference between the top egg and the bottom egg, for sure.
How did you make them?
I fried them up in my cast iron skillets with butter and bacon grease and just over easy and chopped them up in a bowl and put some salt on them and ate them.
Yeah, I scramble. So maybe that's, over easy, you're going to get definitely more yolky. Yeah. And I'm going to guess you could definitely tell the difference because they look so different. But when you scramble them, maybe that thins out the differences or whatever, I would guess.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to taste the yolk.
Yeah. Oaktown Girl says, I've been making an effort to get pasture-raised eggs since going carnivore. All the experts say the nutrient value is worth the extra money. Yeah, I'm doing that now. I don't know if my blue eggs are pasture-raised. I don't think they are. They're definitely free-range, and they say they are from a small family farms. But
I think free-range and pasture eggs are the same thing.
No, they explained to me that free range just means that they have an area that's not in a cage. It's not like a big area, but it's just they're not kept in a cage. It's like they could have a 10-foot by 10-foot little section.
I thought that was cage free.
Yeah, but they're not in a pasture.
So many different. There's so many. Free range is supposed to mean they're free to roam everywhere. I thought. I don't know.
So I think cage free means they're still in the building. They're just not. They
have like a little ledge or something.
It's not in cages. And then free range means they're inside and outside. And then pasture means they have, I think, 106 square feet of space per chicken. So if you have 100 chickens, you're going to have 10,000 square feet of.
Okay, I hear you, but that doesn't make sense to me because you could have 106 square feet of concrete. That's not a pasture.
Yeah, that's where they split hairs with these definitions. I don't know exactly what the definitions are, but I know that they're ridiculous.
I thought pasture-raised eggs literally were in pastures, like big fields of grass. That's what a pasture is to me.
Pretty sure that's what it means. Yeah.
Yeah, whereas a free range can just be in a dust bin. I mean, you're just not in a cage, but you're in a big dust bowl. I
thought it just meant they could go wherever they wanted. I mean, that's what it sounds
like. Go ahead.
Here's the AI answer. I don't know why Google wants me to use AI, but whatever. The main difference between pasture-raised and free-range eggs is the amount of outdoor space given to chickens. Pasture-raised chickens have a minimum of 108 square feet of pasture each and are kept outdoors all year. They eat a more varied diet, including feed, grass, bugs, worms. Pasture-raised eggs are usually more expensive than free-range eggs. Free-range, the chickens have a minimum of 2 square feet of pasture each. What? Yeah, I don't like that. And may not get much outdoor time. Boo. They may have a natural diet of bugs and plants or eat corn and soy. Wah,
Yeah,
wah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, they feed everything corn to fatten it up.
But see,
Grain.
they try to like trick you with these words, and they also try to say, "Oh, these are vegetarian hens." Like that's supposed to be a good thing. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what chickens normally eat. Like I said, bugs and
Bugs,
stuff like that. I guess
worms.
yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Well, I
Chickens will
don't.
eat almost,
Go ahead, Brett.
chickens will eat almost anything.
Well, I guess I learned something new today that both the free range and a pasture range raised are both in pastures, it sounds like. It's just how much pasture space they have.
Right.
So it said that the pasture raised are kept outdoors all year, and they have 108 square feet of pasture each. The free range only have a minimum of 2 square feet of pasture each, and they may not get much outdoor time at all.
Yeah,
So
but it's
pasture
still,
range is definitely superior.
yeah, pasture range is better, but I thought, but the free range is still, it's in a very, very small portion of the pasture. See, I guess I figured a free range chicken was like he said, indoors in like a big dust,
That's what it sounds like. It says they may
For
not get much
cage-free.
outdoor.
Yeah.
What does it say for cage free?
I didn't Google that. Hold on. But I think they just have like a little ledge that, like I remember watching this show once, and it showed how like they just split hairs so much, like it's just a big lie, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anything they think that'll make you buy something. Shout out to my man DK.
Hey, Dustin.
He secretly hates me, but that's all right. I'm just kidding. That's my brother. Good to see you, Dustin. Appreciate you popping in, bro.
He's a local Hoosier. He's on the other side of town from me.
Okay,
Yeah,
I've got it.
great guy, good friend.
All right, so cage free means that the eggs come from hens that, put simply, aren't caged. They can freely roam in a building, room, or enclosed area with unlimited access to food and fresh water. Oh, hold on. An ad popped up. Okay. Fresh water during their production cycle, but do not have access to the outdoors. So, yeah, it's not
in a
really
cage.
that great. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking for pasture now. But although I do get my eggs from my friend at work, and I know, her chickens are in and out, and able to eat bugs.
I don't know if like I said, I get these from Costco. Costco doesn't have a huge egg selection. As I recall, they do have quail eggs, but I'm not eating that. But they have just cheap white eggs, and then they have some free range brown eggs. And then they have these blue eggs that are from local farms. That just says, doesn't say pasture raised, it's just said from small family farms. So I'm guessing a small family farm would be at least free range. Now I'm telling you, these blue eggs have a tougher, thicker shell than even the brown free range eggs. And their yolks are like orange. They're not even yellow. So
That's
again,
a quality egg.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, there's no way this can be a bad egg. Maybe they just didn't. I don't know why they wouldn't put pasture raised on the. Matter of fact, they don't even say free range or whatever. I don't know. But anyway,
Well, you're fortunate to be able to buy those because my Costco doesn't have them.
Yeah, Todd's didn't either, but they had another brand though. He said that was outstanding. It wasn't the Kirkland brand. It was again, maybe they get them regionally from local, farms in the regions. But I got both of them. I did a video actually once about them, and definitely different and better than the cheap eggs I was getting. And I do use the brown eggs here and there, but mostly the blue. I'm thinking about, since I've been making my Buckeye waffle bread, using brown eggs for those because they're cheaper. Since I'm just putting them in the bread anyway. And then just eating the other ones like scrambled. That's what I eat them. How I eat them. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. Shout out to Susan. Susan is here. Good to see you. Orange is better. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else has those blue eggs where they're from at Costco, or they see them. I can't think of the name of the brand, but you can't miss them because I'm like, it's a blue egg. I thought maybe they dyed them or something. I'm like, it's like Easter eggs. They just dye them blue.
Yeah. You should see the ones I get from my friend. They're like Easter eggs. Hey, hand me those eggs, babe. I'm gonna have my husband hand me the eggs so I can show y'all. They're so pretty. When I first saw them, I was like, I'd never seen any. I mean, they're like almost like a light green. No, the thing of eggs.
Yeah, tell Mr. Nurse Kim to say hey to the family.
Nurse Kim's husband, Mr. Nurse Kim.
Yeah, Mr. Nurse Kim. We want to see Mr. Nurse Kim.
He's not a YouTuber. I tried to get him to start or to come on my channel. I said we could be like a couple, like a carnivore couple or like a keto couple, and he's like, "I'm not doing YouTube."
I don't blame him for not doing that, but he could pop on and say hey to his brother and mother.
Those all came from my friend.
Yeah, those look mine are that shade of blue. The blue that it's in there, that's exactly what they look like. They're like 18 of them in a carton, and they're all that like light shade of blue, like an Easter egg.
I don't think my Costco has them.
Yeah, well, my Costco didn't have his brand either. Like he had the Kirkland white and brown eggs, but then he had this third other choice, Wilcox, I think was the name of it. I think these are called Heirloom. But so yeah, they might be sourced just regionally.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if they're local.
They might find some local area farms just so they have that as an option for people. So your Costco doesn't have any type of egg other than those two, the white and the brown Kirklands?
Just the white and the browns.
I think so.
Interesting.
But Rick says that chickens roam in his neighborhood, so we could just go get some eggs from him.
Oh, at their own risk. They roam around his neighborhood at their own risk. That's for sure.
He said they roam around in his neighborhood. So I don't know what that is. I don't know. That's what he calls his van. Hey, I heard
you be my neighbor.
Exactly.
Drop a coconut on one of those birds, and that's
if they be classified as dead if they're within shot of your crossbow. Oh my gosh.
I guess wild chickens would be classified as pasture, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know where he lives, man, but around here, you don't see any wild chickens running around here. Oh my gosh. Well, my friends, I think we have satisfied our contractual obligations for the evening. As always, I want to thank you for coming, hanging out with us. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Appreciate my man Brett popping in saying, hey, semi-retired Bob, check out his live streams. He's got a birthday live stream and a Dave Mack live stream. Check those out. Go to his channel. We love semi-retired Bob. Nurse Kim, you know you're my girl to the end of the world. So,
even though I'm sassy.
Oh, yeah, you're sassy and classy, baby. That's how you roll. It's but she's classy.
My husband says I'm feisty, so you know.
Yes. That's all right. You cool with me, man. She gave me a ride when I was stuck on the side of the road. She stuck with me.
That's right.
Stuck like glue.
I'm a friend to the end.
All right, folks. So we'll be back next Tuesday with my man, Who's Your Carnivore? Brett will be with us. And whoever else hangs out, we'll see how that goes. But until then, man, enjoy the rest of your week. We will see you next time, next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. right here at the place at the Keto Cookout. We grilling, baby.
We grilling, baby. Bye.